I've been recently thinking about money in our society, and I just can't help but notice that I used to have a belief that society would be just amazing if we just didn't have money in it. Like, what if we just gave everybody money, or we just eliminated the concept of money altogether and just actually bartered for each other and actually just hunt and gathered and lived off the grid, live in villages, and stuff like that. But the issue is when you have billions of people, the big population that we have today, especially with cities that have like 5 million people in them, it's harder to actually live without the concept of money. We can't live without the concept of money today in the cities that we have today. Bartering is much harder, I feel like, now today because our world technology is changing. And when you have cities full of 5 million people, it's harder to be close and connected with each person. Whereas a small town like I'm in, you can just meet your friends, you can meet people out and about just on a whim. So the idea that we need to share the money equally or we need to get rid of it is not, I don't find that to be the best way for society to go forward, because humans are motivated by rewards. And if you take away money, you take away a reward. Just think about that. When you play a video game, don't you play it because you get like rewards from it? You get like tokens, you get fake money in the game. Just imagine if we took all the fake money out in the game and you could just buy whatever you want. You can get whatever you want without working for it. Money, when you work hard for something, whenever you get something that you worked hard for, you enjoy it more than when it's just given to you. So money, if you take away money, you take away a lot of the gratitude that comes with working hard for the money. And money is also a representation of the good services you've provided to other people. Of course, other people can exploit others for money, but generally speaking, you earn money because you've provided some service, some good to some other person, unless you do it through illegal means. I want to just get to this point that society may not be all perfect, but society allows us to live very comfortably, very peacefully. A lot of people I hear just say, screw society, I want to live off grid. And while that seems appealing, there's a book and a movie called Into the Wild, and a guy actually did that and he died because it's so hard to actually live off the grid. People underestimate how much effort is required to just survive and exist in nature, in this world. And society lets that be easier for us. You know, you can't live off the grid and be on vacation, be in a nice mansion, going fishing on the weekends, going to different places. You can't be doing that if you're living off the grid. Maybe if you're in a small village off the grid, maybe, but you're still in a community, you're still in a society then. You can't just abandon society. We need other people to live comfortably in that sense. Some people might be able to live off the grid successfully, but that's an exception, not the rule. But those people that are able to live off the grid, they're probably not living as with a lot of resources like we are. Society gives you all the resources because you don't have to spend all of your time worrying about building a fire, worrying about the rain or the sun or the weather. You don't have to spend time worrying about these things, hunting and gathering for food. Society allows us to outsource that stuff so that way we can spend our time and our minds thinking about more higher things, more important things, more existential things. Just think about the hierarchy of needs. Society gives us that. At least it gives the majority of us that. Society can be better. It can be better because there's some people that don't even have their needs met from society, homelessness and all that. But that's a different topic. But just reflect on this. I know this video is a little long, but just reflect on your attitudes towards money and towards society, and just notice that they are good things, even though it might not seem like that initially.